sing, and draw something. Art Squad. Stories told in drama shows. Art Squad. Come together, we're a team. Art Squad. We can get through anything. Art Squad, come join the Art Squad. We are the Art Squad. Let's go!
Hey, and welcome to the Art Squad. Today, we're going to be creating some music with Tahirih. La 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 la.
Hip hip hooray for music today. Hip hip hooray with Tahirih. Hip hip hooray for your family. Hip hip hooray for you and me. Hip hip hooray, are you ready to play? Hip hip hooray, it's our music today. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Music with myself, Tahirih, part of the TO Live Art Squad. In today's episode, we're going to explore and have some fun with dynamics. Dynamics are like the volume of sound. Well, we'll get into it very shortly. Are you ready? Here we go. I'm gonna drum, 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 drum a little softer, drum a little softer, drum a little softer. I'm gonna drum, 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 drum a little softer. Why don't you all sing along? I'm gonna drum, 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 drum a little louder, drum a little louder, drum a little song. I'm gonna drum, 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 drum a little louder. Why don't you all join along? I'm gonna sing, 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 sing a little softer, sing a little softer, sing a little song. I'm gonna sing, 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 sing a little softer. Why don't you all join along? I'm gonna sing, 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 sing a little louder, sing a little louder, sing a little song. I'm gonna sing, 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 sing a little louder. Why don't you all join along? So, did you notice in that song how I started off at a medium volume and then got softer? But then I got louder, both in my singing and my drumming? Well, that's called dynamics. And dynamics are the range of how soft or how loud something sounds. Okay, to better understand what dynamics are, we're going to play a game. Ready? Okay, so the game we're going to play is around dynamics, around soft sounds and loud sounds. Now, there's Italian terms for these. We call them piano, not like a piano that I'm playing, but the sound, piano means soft, and then the word forte means loud. So, we're going to play a game where I'm going to play something either piano or forte, either soft or loud, and you have to guess which one I'm playing. Now, to give you a couple examples of how something could sound loud or soft, for example, on a piano like this, I could play something like this and it might sound loud. I could also play the exact same thing softly, just by how I put pressure on the piano. This is a touch-sensitive piano, which means when I play it a certain way with a lot of pressure or less pressure, it will determine the volume or the dynamic of that sound. So listen to that again. Compared to one of those two sounds sounded softer. Same thing. If I were to strum this instrument here, this is called a merlin. I could strum the merlin loudly, or I could strum it softly, like, listen to that again, loudly, or softly, like this. You can try this at home with any instrument. You can do it with your voices. You can strum anything. You can play it on, I did it on a little cooler over there. You can do it on a piano. Okay, so now we're going to play the game. I'm going to play something and you have to guess whether it's loud or soft. You ready? Okay, here we go. Loud or soft? Next one. Was that loud or soft? How about this one? Loud or soft? Piano or forte? Next one. How about this? Could you tell? If you get any answers, put them in the comments below. All right, another round with the merlin. Tell me if this sounds loud or soft. about this one? What about this? Compared to... Was it hard? Was it hard to tell on those ones? Some instruments are a little bit harder to tell whether they play loud or play softly. But as we develop our ears, we'll be able to tell better with every time we listen. All right, it's time for us to slow things down a little bit. We're going to do our little musical meditation moment. While we listen to this song, I want you to pay attention to whether it sounds loud based on how it's being played, or whether it sounds soft, or maybe in between. All right, let's get ready by sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to close our eyes. All right, here we go. Okay, how was that? Were you able to focus in on the sound, the volume, whether it was loud or soft? Were there other instruments in the song? Maybe you noticed some instruments were louder and some instruments were softer. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so the next game we're going to play around dynamics is a conductor game. So I'll be the conductor right now, and then later you can play the conductor when you play this game with your parents. So as the conductor, I'm going to show you when to sing loud by putting my hand up like this, or when to sing soft by bringing my hand down like that. And then in between, you can shift between the loud and the soft. Now, and this is like somewhere in the middle. You can choose any vowel to sing on, any sound. If you want, you can just start on a very simple ah, and you can probably pick like a simple note like ah if you want, but you can pick anything you like. So I'm gonna bring you in on ah, and then when I'm gonna go up with my hand, you're gonna increase your volume like this. Ah. And when I go down with my hand, you're gonna decrease your volume like this. And you're gonna cut off when I go like this. Now, if you need to take a breath at any point, just take a breath and come right back in at the same volume where you left off. Make sense? Okay, let's try the game. Are you ready? Here we go. Take a breath in, coming in on the ah end. How'd you do? Could you follow my gestures as the conductor when I got louder and when I got softer? Do you want to try that again? Yeah? Okay, here we go. I'll do it with you this time. How does that sound? Okay, here we are. And that was hard, even for me. Well, play with this game with your parents at home where you get to be the conductor and they get to be the one singing the volume loud or soft. And then you can switch with them later, all right? Well, I hope you had fun today in learning and working with dynamics, the volume of sound. Tune in next week where we'll get to do some vocal explorations and play around with some vocal percussion, better yet known as beatboxing. All right, well, before you go, I'd like to sing you goodbye. I'm going to sing this goodbye song softly. I'm going to get loud, and then I'm going to get soft again. See if you can catch it. Until we meet again, my friend, I wish you all the best. May music bring you so much joy, may it bring you equal rest. Give it one last cheer, hip hip hooray, we made it to the end. Thank you for joining me in song. I'll see you soon, my friend. Bye, and see you next week.
Do you want to join the Art Squad? Be sure to follow and subscribe so you can see what the squad leaders have for you next.